Hello, Mom, Dad, Me World. So let's talk about the computer that is a great value, but I think you will probably not buy. And I'm talking about the 13-inch MacBook Pro M2 version of Apple's MacBook Pro. It looks very similar to this model right here with the touch bar that you do see, and it does have a 13-inch screen. But this is a very well spec'd model, almost their top of the line model. This is the M2 MacBook Pro, 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU, a lot like the M2 MacBook Air, except because this is a Pro, it does have a fan, so it does have active cooling. So in case there is anything that does require anything intensive or for long-term intensive use, so you do have that fan, that active cooling to help cool it down, that will help quite a bit. It also has 24 gigabytes of memory, not 8 gigs that comes with most Apple laptops as standard, but it does have 24 gigabytes of memory. And in addition to 24 gigs of memory, you also have 1 terabyte of storage. So 24 gigs of memory, 1 terabyte of storage, that is very good. Better than a lot of the entry-level computers, especially like the M2 MacBook Air, the M3 MacBook Air that was just announced, but we're talking about M2. So those specs are actually very good. You've got a Retina display, 13-inch, does not have a notch, but it does only have a 720p FaceTime HD camera. And if you take a look right here, and we are doing this from the M1 13-inch MacBook Pro, this is what I have right here, but again, they will look the same. You've got these two USB-C Thunderbolt ports right here, and then you've got a headphone jack on the other side. So with these ports right here, these ports are more than capable in the USB-C/Thunderbolt, but what you are missing here, that what you do get with the MacBook Air and the new MacBook Pros, the M3 MacBook Pros, you have that MagSafe port. That MagSafe port makes all the difference because it does free up your extra USB-C/Thunderbolt 4 ports. So if you take a peek over here, this is the 14-inch MacBook Pro. And if you take a peek right here, you've got not only your MagSafe, but then your two Thunderbolt 4 USB-C, and then you've also got the headphone jack right here. But then on the other side, you also have HDMI, another USB-C Thunderbolt 4, and your memory card reader. So when I say that M2 MacBook Pro is probably the best value laptop you probably will not buy, those couple things, one being that extra MagSafe port right here that it does not have, and the memory card, the SD memory card slot that it also does not have, are probably those two quality of life improvements that I would like it to have, but again, it doesn't have. And if you compare that to like the MacBook Air, and I know the brand new M3 MacBook Air is about $200 less, but that's $200 less for 8 gigabytes of memory. The M3, I believe it's the 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU also. So 2 less GPU cores, 8 gigs of memory compared to 24, 256 gigs of memory compared to 1 terabyte of storage. So that's what I'm saying. I do think right now that computer is on sale at Best Buy for $1,299. That is really a heck of a deal, but I think missing the MagSafe and then missing the SD memory card slot that you can just find on, say, an open box. If you don't mind getting open box at Best Buy, find one for about $1,600 or so. Yes, that's a $300 difference, and yes, you're actually losing memory, 24 versus 18, and then the other part you're losing out on is the storage, 1 terabyte versus 512. But again, you are going up to an M3 Pro with those quality of life improvements in HDMI, extra Thunderbolt port, and the SD memory card reader, and the MagSafe 3 port, I don't know. But if you are looking just to get an overall great value computer, again, 24 gigs of memory, 1 terabyte of storage, 8 core M2, still a very, very competent computer. 8 core CPU, 10 core GPU, and active cooling with a fan. And it's still, I mean, take a look at this. This is very small. It is still very thin. This is with a case on here. And it is still very, very lightweight. I mean, really, you cannot go wrong with that model from Best Buy that's on sale right now. Depending on when you're watching this video, I've seen it for $13.99. Right now it's $12.99. That's a great deal in my opinion. But again, it's probably a computer that you probably will not end up buying. So, but if you are looking for one, that's probably one I would suggest to pick up. All right, so hopefully you like this video. If you do, you know what to do. Thumbs up would be great, and subscribe would even be better. And until next time, bye for now. Thanks for watching.